Charlie Kirk was set to become president in 2028. I think the mistake that Charlie Kirk made was telling, you see, when you tell people too much of your business. Charlie Kirk was set to become president in 2028. I think the mistake that Charlie Kirk made was telling, you see, when you tell people too much of your business.
Well, people, good morning. It is Monday. It is Monday. Happy Monday, November 3rd of 2025, 9:38 in the a.m. Let's say it together. Praise God from whom all blessings flow. Give a shout out to 007, sending me this information last night. And man, I tell you, for entertainment purposes only, we are going to explore another aspect of Charlie Kirk. But it won't be your traditional way of looking at this thing. I tell you, people, when you try to put two loose ends together, sometimes they're stubborn. But you know, if you just wait long enough, you catch them when they sleep. You can tie a bow in a minute. Good morning, I am Franchise Pearson. Welcome to Franchise Blue, where we teach the 5 C's of clues, codes, colors, the confidence time conclusion. Charlie Kirk, did he talk too much? Did he talk too soon? Did he have aspirations to become the President of the United States? I said, did Charlie Kirk have aspirations to become the President of the United States? And on this world chessboard, was he bumped to the side? Or was he caught up in something so deep over his head? You see, I did a video when this thing first went down. He was too young to really know what he was into. So again, for entertainment purposes only, did the powers talk to him and say, look, you gotta step aside. Charlie, you gotta step aside. So let's delve into this thing, because I have some very, very deep things to show you guys. Now check it out.
But he told too much of his dream too soon to too many people. Between him and J.D. Vance would have never beaten Charlie Kirk for the presidency. Never. The day before the Charlie Kirk assassination, there was unusual trading on Wall Street, okay, of a company that was sold, and their stocks were sold on Wall Street, called Turning Point Brands. No relation to Turning Point USA, okay? But Turning Point Brands, their stock was sold into the millions on the day before Charlie Kirk's assassination. What does Turning Point Brands have anything to do with Turning Point USA? Turning Point Brands had committed millions of dollars to Turning Point USA, going back to 2012, to the creation of Turning Point USA.
Well, I found Turning Point Brands. Can you hear Chris Tucker saying in the background, follow the money? Follow the money. Turning Point Brands. I looked him up. And let me just show you what I doodled down. August 5th, 2025, their stock was at $81.14. On 8/9 to 8/11, it went to $97.11 per share. Then on 9/9, the day before Charlie became unalived, the stock was at 99.51, and then it dipped on 10/8 of 2025 to $85.12. There's a story in the numbers. So let me show you guys something here. Because when I went back into it, I finally realized that it began to peak. The stock began to peak. You see the trend here? This is a 6-month chart. I'm sorry, this is a 1-year chart. Let's go to the 6-month chart. That's better. So what I noticed is around 8.4. That's when it started catapulting. Around 8.4, give or take. A few hours or days, whatever. What is August 4th? Barack Obama was born August 4th. Do you hear me? Coincidentally, the stock that invested in Charlie Kirk's movement, Turning Point USA, it was at 81.79 on Barack Obama's birthday, August 4th. Interesting. And then let's look at Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk expired on 9/10 of 2025. So if we go to 9/10, 9/10 is about right here. So it went to like about $100 a share. So all the way down here, excuse me, August 4th, $81. And then zip, boom, it goes to over $100. That's a $20 swing, baby, from August 4th to like September, around the time that Charlie Kirk was unalived. Now, let me show you when it started to dip. We'll just take October 8th, for example. $85. So around now around August 8th, August 9th, it went down. So to look at what Bishop was saying, coincidentally, when you look at the history, look, August 4th, then up, Charlie's unalived, and then boom, around October 8th, it goes down. That's the stock history. Now let's look at the numbers. August 4th is Barack Obama's birthday. The stock was around $81 a share. Then 10/9, the stock went down. The difference is 66 days. 2 legs of the mark of the beast. It's deep. Then 10/9, when the stock went down, when you look at October 9th, and you go all the way to the end of the year, let's say December 31st, between the day the stock went down to the end of the year is exactly 84 days. Barack Obama was born August 4th. Is that coincidence? Boom. Now look at this here. Turning Point USA was founded June 5th. Take June 5th, 2012. From 8/4/2025 is when the stock started to go up. The difference is 13 years and 84. Barack Obama was born August 4th. What are the odds, people? What a story. Follow the money, right? Jerry Maguire, show me the money. 6'5", Turning Point. It's right there. 6'5", 2012. To the day the stock started going up. 13 years, 84. Then look, 6'5", 2012. The stock, that's Turning Point USA founded, to when the stock began to dip on 10/9. The difference is 13 years and 4/4. Barack Obama was the 44th president. Ain't that deep, y'all? It's deep, it's deep. Now look, Charlie Kirk's birthday, October 14th. Death date 9/10. Now, On 9/21, this is when the funeral was, 9/21. Look at this number. 8/4/2025, the stock started going up. 10/14 is when Charlie was born, 1993. That's 31 years, 9 months, and 21 days. What's 9/21? That's when Charlie was buried. I'm gonna say it again because I wanted to blow your mind. Charlie Kirk was born 10/14/1993. The stock started going up 8/4/2025. The difference is 31 years, 9 months, 21 days. And what's 9/21? That's the day that Charlie was buried, 9/21. Is that coincidence? It's deep, y'all. Now look at this here. Charlie was a commodity, was he not? So much so, he was rising. He was rising, but he was a rival for entertainment purposes only. And what was he rivaling? When you think about someone like J.D. Vance, it's more than just a person. Back in the day, it was Wesley Snipes in a movie over 20-some years ago. He said, it's not just the presidents, it's the presidency. It ain't just the person, it's the institution. So when you talk about rivaling, you got to understand, it's more than JD. He had a separate agenda. But if the power's future was in relation to JD, allegedly, this is where the power lies. And the question is, who's really backing him for entertainment purposes only? I want you to have it in context. So when you look at 10/14, again, Charlie Kirk's birthday, in relation to the day the stock was started to go up 8/4, coincidentally, it come out to the day that Charlie Kirk, 9/21, was laid to rest. It fit like a glove, don't it? It fit like a glove. It's deep now, it's deep. Now, you know what a commodity is, right? Okay, you know what that's about. J.D. Vance's birthday, August 2nd. Take August 2nd, 2025, J.D.'s last birthday. 10/14 is Charlie Kirk's birthday. So you take Charlie Kirk's birthday, subtract it from J.D. Vance's birthday, you get 216. And what is 216? The 216th day of the year is August 4th. And what's August 4th? Boom. What separates J.D. Vance and Charlie Kirk is Barack Obama's birthday, 216 days. So people are asking, is Charlie really unalive? It's deep, y'all. It's a mystery within a mystery. Ain't it deep? Now let's go a little bit further. Now we have Erica Kirk. Her birthday is November 20th. Take November 20th, 1988, from 9/10. 9/10 is the day that Charlie Kirk died. And the difference is 36 years, 9/21. So what I'm telling you is when you take 9/10/2025, feet don't fail me now. 9/10/2025, the day that Charlie Kirk was unalive, 9/10/2025, subtracted from Erica Kirk's literal birthday, 11/20/1988, you get 36 years, 9/21. And 9/21 is, again, 9/21 is the day that they laid Charlie Kirk to rest. I know it's deep. Erica Kirk's birthday versus the day that Charlie Kirk was born, 9/10. I'm sorry. So many numbers, Pearson, so many numbers. Think it through. 9/10 is his death. Where we at? 9/10 is the death date of Charlie Kirk. 11/20 is the birth date of his wife, Erica Kirk. The difference is the day they laid him to rest. 9/21. That's deep. I know it's deep. Okay, next we have this. What a situation. Biggest story so far in October, heading into November. The Romeo and Juliet thing, right? And I did a piece on this. Now, they were together, Erica Kirk and J.D. Vance, at Turning Point USA, October 29, 2025, and they were on stage. He put his hands on her waist. She put her right hand on his head. January 20th, 2025 is when J.D. Vance became vice president. The difference is 9 months and 10 days ago. And what is 9/10? That's the day that Charlie Kirk died. I'm gonna say it again because it's crazy, ain't it? January 20th, 2025 is when J.D. Vance became vice president. 10/29, 2025 is when J.D. Vance put his hands, Freudian slip, put his hands on Erica Kirk's waist, and she put her hands on his head, and the internet went crazy. The difference is 9/10. 9/10. The day that Charlie Kirk died. That's just too much. It couldn't fit any better. Charlie died on 9/10. Charlie Kirk died 9 months and 10 days after J.D. Vance became vice president, after he became vice president in relation to the day that Erica and J.D. did this. Now listen to my video. Check it out.
Vice President Katie, yes, I do. And that's why I'm so blessed to be able to introduce him tonight. Because he understands the fight that we're up against. And he can articulate that in a way that transcends. He's an amazing man. Okay. I'm kind of speechless about a lot of this, all of it. But here are the photographs that ensued of the speech that she gave. So we have him first of all grabbing her waist, and then she's hugging him. She's like, I mean, she's got the head, you guys. It looks so romantic. It's beyond the normal, like, meet and greet. So this is really, really bizarre to me. And it's interesting that throughout this entire...
And again, audience, what do you think? What do you think? I mean, I don't even think it's people, this had to be scripted. I keep it real. A woman knows how to be alluring, attractive, seductive, speak without speaking. And a man knows, I don't care how naive he may appear to be, when a woman embraces you and she puts her hand on your head, I'm sorry, it's a message. I need the men to speak. I don't care if you just woke up. What do you think, people? Who would ever think about a video in relation to stock? But I tell you, this video by the bishop is powerful. Very powerful.
But he told too much of his dream too soon to too many people. Between him and J.D. Vance would have never beaten Charlie Kirk for the presidency. Never. The day before the Charlie Kirk assassination, there was unusual trading on Wall Street, okay, of a company that was sold, and their stocks were sold on Wall Street, called Turning Point Brands. No relation to Turning Point USA, okay? But Turning Point Brands, their stock was sold into the millions on the day before Charlie Kirk's assassination. What does Turning Point Brands have anything to do with Turning Point USA? Turning Point Brands had committed millions of dollars to Turning Point USA, going back to 2012, to the creation of Turning Point USA.